Hello and welcome to Optimal Mindset. In a world of mediocrity, we are here to chase excellence. Humans are emotional beings. You cannot be at the top of your game and have an optimal mindset if you are not in control of your emotions. Just like everything else in life, when it comes to emotions, there are two sides of emotions. High level of emotion and its opposite in what we will call the low level of emotion. In this video, we will talk about high levels of emotion and how we can put them to good use. There is a saying that goes, gratitude is the attitude of the blessed. The best things in the world are free and gratitude is one of them. There are many ways you can show gratitude. In fact, there are a lot of gratitude journals these days so you can track and be mindful that every day you show gratitude for something or someone in your life. The beautiful thing about gratitude is that it forces you to look at the positive. Look at the world around you and there is a lot to be afraid of. News channels compete for your eyeballs and fear porn is the way they do it. Every day there is another thing to be worried about. Wars, natural disasters, the economic crisis, health reasons to be worried of. The list is endless. Now, we are not saying that everything is hunky-dory and life is perfect. We are definitely not wearing rose-tinted glasses when we see the world around us. But things will always be a mixture of good and bad. There will always be things beyond your control, and there will always be things that you can take care of, things that are in your locus of control. Are you showing gratitude for that? If you have a roof over your head, food to keep you satiated, family to look after and love, then you are more rich than you care to admit. In a world where we are constantly in a rush, gratitude is the slow sip of coffee for the soul. In a world where we endlessly scroll on social media sites, Netflix, and YouTube, gratitude is the lifeline, reminding us to save ourselves from being a slave to dopamine and our hedonistic pleasures. All this is great, but what should we be thankful for? Here are two more high levels of emotion that come into play: joy and love. Author and organizing consultant Marie Kondo is famous for making the phrase, "Does it spark joy?" a part of mainstream conversations. When it comes to decluttering, Marie Kondo offers the suggestion of accumulating all your belongings in one place, just so you know how much clutter and material you've accumulated over the years, and then discard them if they do not spark joy. Sounds simplistic, right? Well, we tend to make our lives complex instead of simplifying it. Does watching the news make you feel joy? Does gossiping or involving yourself in petty office politics fill you with joy? Does bad-mouthing others, be it in real life or virtually, bring you joy? Does binge drinking, chain smoking, eating unhealthy processed food bring you joy? Perhaps it does for a very short phase of time, in which case it isn't joy. It's the fulfillment of greed, lust, or whatever short-term pleasure we tend to chase. Does reading your favorite book fill you with joy? Yes. Does reaching out and connecting with your spouse and having a deep conversation fill you with joy? Yes. Does the sound of a baby laughing, raindrops splattering on your window, the smell of freshly baked bread and hot coffee being brewed fill you with joy? I hope it does. Joy is found in our everyday lives in the most simple of things. It just unfortunately gets blurred amidst the flashy lights and industrial sounds that have taken control of our life. It is no wonder that more and more young professionals are thinking of retiring early if possible to escape the culture of modernity to a calm life in the outskirts of the cities. Gratitude and joy is linked, and they are both free. You are in control of your life, and you can choose to do things that bring you joy. From taking care of a pet to adding greenery and plants in your living environment, joy is not necessarily super expensive. How will you find joy? Here comes another high emotion: love. You will find joy by doing things you love. Laugh expert Robert Provine. Yes, the world does have laugh experts too. Anyways, as we were saying, laugh expert Robert Provine has studied laughter for over 30 years. His study led to startling results. Did you know that on average, a 4-year-old toddler laughs 300 times a day? How many times does the average 40-year-old laugh? Take a guess. 4 times per day. What lives are we living that in just 36 years we laugh 99% less than we used to? Fill your soul and life with laughter by doing things that you love and spending time with people you love. Take account of your life if you are living a hedonistic life chasing just material things. Let's talk briefly about the other side of the coin. If your life is filled with grief and hatred, it will be difficult to be grateful and show gratitude. You will instead have an attitude of ingratitude and won't be appreciative of the things you have in life. What you seek is seeking you. If you are filled with dread and are gloomy most of the time, do not be surprised if your life is filled with even more dreadful things happening to you. Remember that every dark phase is a temporary hindrance. In the larger perspective of life, these things will not matter. A problem is only a problem if we see it as a problem. What a problem actually is a riddle thrown by life. Spend some time solving it and take help from the people around you. In the end, when you solve this riddle correctly, it fills you with joy and happiness. Escape the culture of hate. The media and the world around us try to put ourselves against one another. It's PlayStation versus Xbox. It's iPhone versus Android. It's Republicans versus Democrats. You do not always need to choose sides. The world is a great place to live, and we can all coexist together. There are more crucial things to worry about than take our energy out on belittling each other over our favorite sporting team. You cannot have an optimal mindset and live an optimal life if you are not in control of your emotions. Do not let low-level energy-sucking emotions take control of you. Focus and play life at the highest level, and to do that, you need to focus on your high levels of emotion. Live, laugh, love, like. Yes, like this video. And don't forget to subscribe to Optimal Mindset. See you next week with another video to live life with an optimal mindset.